We hit the clearing before sunrise, and the first wrong sign was the circle. It was broken. Not smudged by wind, not kicked by deer, split like someone had laid a finger in the ash and dragged it straight in, then lifted it. A clean cut with small handprints on both sides. I saw the fingers. Too small for me. Too small for my sister. I didn't touch it, she said. She always says that first. I know, I said. My voice sounded thin. I hadn't slept. I could taste old smoke in my mouth. My hands shook. We had come to fix the mess I made last week. A small rite. A patch. Nothing heavy. You sweep, you set, you call, you give, you close. Old rules. I have done it many times. You don't bring someone green, but she wouldn't let me come alone. She's stubborn like that. Younger, but sharp. She knew the names without asking. That bothered me. I checked my bag. The salt. The ash. The bottle. The knife. The stones. No stones. We didn't bring stones. I never bring stones for this one. We walked in, slow. The clearing was quiet. Even the bugs stopped. My boots sank a little in the soft dirt. The circle was still there, mostly. Gray ash on dark ground, and the line where it had been cut. My sister crouched and reached a finger toward a little handprint near the break. "Don't," I said. She pulled back. "Kids?" she asked. "No kids," I said. "Not this deep." She pointed at the tree line. My eyes took a second to adjust. Something stood between the trunks. Not a ghost. Just a body shape where bodies don't stand. Small. Still. Face in shadow. Bare feet. Head tipped like it was listening. We both saw it at the same time. "We didn't bring stones," she whispered. I looked down. There was a pile on the near edge of the circle. Not there before. 5 round ones. River stones. Smooth. A 6th one lay an inch away like it had rolled. I hadn't put them there. She hadn't either. I would have heard. "Don't touch," I said again. We stood there breathing. My mouth felt gummy. Sweet and thick, like I had sucked sap. I swallowed, and it stuck. I kept my hands down. The offerings I left last week should have been in the circle. The little folded cloth and the small things. Tokens. They were gone. The ash held their shape. A clean space where they should be. The ash around those spaces was pressed in little ovals. Handprints. 5 fingers each time. Very small. Some of them overlapping like someone had clapped. I counted without thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sets. Don't count out loud, I told myself. Old habit. "Is that it?" my sister asked. Her voice was steady, but she breathed fast. "That the wrong one?" "Maybe," I said. I kept my eyes on the small figure by the trees. It hadn't moved. My scalp crawled. I set my bag down slowly. I shook out the old ash and started to redraw the line, moving clockwise. Steady, the way I was taught. Not a big circle. 3 steps across. I had the words in my mouth. Just old ones. Nothing fancy. Keep the edge. Keep the inside. Keep it shut while we work. The ash fell in a clean line. I finished the curve, came back to the cut, and closed it. I stepped back. The line split again. A notch opened right where I had sealed it, as if someone had cut it with a thumbnail. not smeared, just open. I looked at my sister. She looked at me. "No breeze," she said. "I know," I said. To the left, near the trees, I heard a scrape. Nails on bark. The slow sound of someone dragging their fingers down a trunk. It stopped. Then again, a foot to the right. Scratch, scratch, scratch. It only made sense when I turned my head. There were shallow tracks on the nearest birch. 3 new white rips in the skin. Fresh. Glittering sap. You know the smell when you cut a limb. Sharp and wet. It was on the air. Sweet. My teeth ached. "Don't count," I said again, for no reason I can explain. The small shape at the tree line shifted. I saw more. It was a child. Long hair stuck to its forehead. Bare shins streaked gray. It had nothing in its hands. It watched. Then it took one step back. Backward. Heel first. It moved like it was going out of the clearing, but it got closer. It was wrong. My gut tightened. My sister grabbed my sleeve. From the dirt near the circle, something clicked. A stone rolled with no hand and hit another stone. Click. Click. A third sound. When we looked down, there were not 5 stones by the edge anymore. There were 6 in a line and one set out like a marker. The one that rolled had nudged the set into place. 1, then 1 more, then 1 more. A child's game. That is when I got it. The little handprints in the ash were part of it. A game. Someone had been counting around my work. It made me cold. I should have told her to leave then. I didn't. Pride. Shame. Habit. Pick one. I bent and tried the circle again. This time, I made it tight. Tighter than usual. Small enough for the 2 of us if we stood close. I started at a different place. I pinched the ash between my fingers and dragged it slow. I kept my eyes down, but I could feel the child watching. My mouth filled up with that sap taste until it was hard to breathe. I wanted water. I didn't speak the words this time. I just drew. When I got around to the gap, I used my thumb to press the edge into itself. Hard. It held for a second. Then the cut opened again. The ash split in a straight line, like a mouth making a little smile, and stopped. "Rules," my sister said. "They're not our rules." "I'm sorry," I said. "I wasn't talking to her." I took the bottle out and set it near the center. I put the little thing in it that we were supposed to give. I said the old words under my breath. I said, "This is for you, and that part is done." I did the tone you use when you are not in the mood to argue. Not loud. The way you talk to something that listens. The stones clicked again. The line of them had grown. It went from the edge of the circle toward the tree line now. 9 in a row. A 10th one was on its side, like it was ready to roll but hadn't. The child blinked once, and then I heard numbers. It wasn't counting in a song, just the air saying them. 1, 2, 3. The voice was small and deep at the same time. It didn't come from the child's mouth. It came from behind us, then from ahead, then from the left. No echo, just wrong. "Hey," I said. My throat hurt. I stepped up to the edge of the circle. "Listen, we're not a party. We're fixing my mess. We'll put it right. You can have what's owed. Then you go." The little body tilted its head the other way. It took a step backwards again. Closer. The nails hit bark again. Scratch. The sound circled us. Something ran a hand around the birches like it was scoring them one by one. The sap smell got heavier. My chest felt sticky. My sister kept her voice low. "You're going to offer it the wrong thing," she said. "We don't know what it thinks is owed." "It knows," I said. "They always do." The 10th stone rolled. Click! 10 in a line now, stopping at the first tree. I heard a light patter in the dirt just behind me. I spun. New prints. Backward little feet, heel dents first, toes last, walking from the circle to the trees. Nobody making them. Just the prints. They led straight past me, and then the child stood where the prints ended, like it had swum up from under the ground. It was closer. I could see its face now. Dirt in the eyebrows. A thin nose. Its lips were cracked and the corners were dark. It smiled with half its mouth. Not cute, not sad, just wrong. It wiped its nose with the back of its hand and left a streak of ash. The hand was gray to the wrist. It had a little scar on the knuckle. I swallowed. My knuckle has the same scar. Fell off my bike when I was 7 and hit gravel. It healed ugly. People asked if I got in a fight. It looked like that. I didn't like how my guts felt. "Do you know me?" I asked. My voice shook. I hated that. The child's mouth moved like it wanted to speak, but the numbers came instead. 3, 4, 5. The bottle in the circle tipped by itself and rolled to the cut in the ash and stopped. It touched the brake. The circle stayed broken. "Okay," I said. I set my foot in the circle and waited. No noise, no heat, no shimmer, no sign. I reached for my sister's wrist and pulled her in. We stood pressed together. She had a thin coat on, and I felt her ribs. "Get behind me," I said. Then, louder into the trees. "We stand inside. You stand out. Those are the rules. I'm not changing them." The child took one more backward step. It was 5 feet away now. The nails on the trees stopped. The stones were in a straight line from its feet to ours. All 10. An 11th lay on the dirt halfway, waiting. The child bent its knees like it was going to sit, and then it stepped. Not forward. Not through the cut. It set its bare foot down inside the circle by my heel. It did not cross the edge. It did not touch the ash. It just put its foot down, and then the other foot, and it was in. It was like the line wasn't the edge anymore. The edge was under us. We had nothing. My sister made a noise, small and scared. I put my arm out. The child looked up. I saw my own eyes from a photo my mother used to keep. I knew because one is a little lower. People told me to lift my chin when they took pictures. My stomach turned. Old rules didn't like their own shadow. "Don't say my name," I told my sister. "Don't say yours." The child's breath hit my face. It smelled like sap. Sweet, clogged, hot. It brought tears to my eyes. It put its small hand on my chest like it was curious. Not hard. It tapped twice. Then it hit me. It was so fast, I didn't see the arm move. It took the air out of me. My back hit my sister, and we both went down, feet kicking through the ash. The edge smeared. The circle was gone. My vision went white at the sides. The child stood where we had been a moment ago, head tipped, hands open, like it was waiting for me to choose. It put a toe on a stone and tapped it into a new line. I pushed myself up and my chest hurt. I felt a crack, deep. It didn't matter. I could feel the right hanging, half done, like a door without a hinge. "We should go," my sister said. She had gravel on her cheek. Her eyes were wide. I could tell she wanted to run. She waited for me. Not yet, I said. We can't leave it open. She swore. It's not your door anymore. The child moved again. It didn't bother with normal steps. It ticked across the ground like a skipping stone, 3 places in a blink. It reached for my sister. I went into it. I don't mean bravely. I mean I had nothing else to do. I grabbed the child's wrist. Cold. Hard. Strong like a man twice my size. It looked up into my face and smiled. Same half smile. I let go. I didn't want to feel my own skin on that wrist. Take mine, I said, too fast. Not hers. Take mine. The number voice came right in my ear. 6. 7. The child laughed without sound. It put both hands on my chest again and pushed. I slid back in the dirt and hit a root. My spine popped. I tasted iron and sweet sap. I couldn't get my breath. I know better than to bargain when the edge is gone. I did it anyway. I turned the right. Not on the ground. On me. I tore the collar of my shirt and dug my nails into my shoulder and drew a quick circle on my skin with ash. Yeah. Stupid. Desperate. Don't copy that. I said the old words, but with my name curled into them so the end had a hook. I should have asked for clean closure. I didn't. I said, "This is mine. I will pay. Just let her leave." I meant it. That matters sometimes. Not this time. The wrong power answered. You know it when it's wrong. The air went heavy. The sweet smell turned into something like rotten honey. The trees leaned in without moving. I couldn't hear birds. I couldn't hear wind. I could only hear the numbers and my heart. 8. 9. The circle I drew on my skin got wet and hot at once. It felt like it wasn't ash. Like sap had filled it and set. It tightened. It tightened around my bones. A small hand pressed flat into the wet spot. The child's palm. It lifted and left a print. My skin stung. "Don't," my sister said. She grabbed my arm. Her nails dug in. She looked over my shoulder at the trees. Her mouth was open like she could taste what I tasted. "You brought it in." "It was already here," I said. And then I saw it plain. The child's face wasn't mine exactly from those photos. It was me from the day I first came out here alone, years ago, when I got cocky and asked for something I didn't name right. I had bled on the wrong side of the line. I had gone home and told myself nothing happened. It had been following the rules I broke since then, and I had walked it deeper by trying to fix little things and leaving little doors. The scar on the knuckle. The way it set its jaw when it was mad. There it all was on a kid who wasn't a kid anymore. The last stone rolled. 10. The child put its fingers on the ground and left 10 new prints in a row leading to my sister's feet, small and careful. It lifted its head and made that no sound laugh again. Then it moved for her. I did the only thing I could think of. I did not think. I grabbed the bottle and smashed it on the cut in the circle, even though the circle was gone. I used the sharp end to cut the ash line across the dirt like a stupid boy drawing a sword. "Stop," I said. "Count me." I said my name. Out loud. Clear. I said it right into the wrong shape I had drawn on my shoulder. It swallowed it. The air hit like a hand on the back of my neck. The child changed. Not its face. The way it held itself. Like it had been waiting for the right rule, and now it had one. It turned its head toward me fast. I couldn't move my feet. It came with that skip and hit me full on, forehead to chest. I heard something crack for real. I saw only sky and branches. Sap smell filled me up like a mouthful. I thought I would choke. "Run," I said, but it came out like a cough. My sister didn't run. She grabbed the back of my coat and hauled. She is smaller than me. I don't know how she did it. The child hit me again and again. Not like punching, like playing a drumming game. It counted with my ribs. 10, 9, 8. Backwards. Its breath on my face was sticky. I closed my eyes and did a thing my teacher told me never to do. I finished the wrong right. I slid my hand into the mess on my shoulder and smeared the wet circle closed. I put my palm in the middle and pushed hard. I said my name, the full one, the one only a few people know, and I put it into the sap feeling. I felt it take. I felt something settle into me like a coin dropped in a jar. The child stopped and stared. It leaned close. It put its mouth by my ear. "You finished wrong," it said in my voice when I was 8. "Now you carry." I nodded. I didn't have a plan. I had one choice left. I got my feet under me, and I helped my sister up, and I broke every rule I know. I turned my back on the clearing and I walked out without sealing anything. I didn't even say goodbye. I didn't even sweep the ash. I pulled her through the trees, and the child followed us. I could hear its feet, not behind us where you'd expect. The steps sounded like they were walking away, but the space between each step got shorter. Backward footsteps, getting closer. Nails scored bark at arm height as we passed. Scratch, scratch, scratch. The marks were fresh when I looked. Sap ran. I kept moving. "Don't look," I said. She looked anyway. "It's smiling," she said. She sounded sick. We hit the path. That should have felt better. It didn't. Every time I stepped, my chest hurt, and I heard a little rattle from deep down. My shoulder burned. The sticky feeling there pulsed with each beat of my heart. The counting voice was quiet now, like it was in my pocket. It didn't stop. 7, 6, 5. "We can't go home," my sister said. "We can't take it home." "I know," I said. We kept walking. We went slow because of me. The child made no sound now. That was worse. When we reached the car, I waited for a hand to land on my neck. Nothing did. The trees were still. My head pounded. I sat behind the wheel and watched the tree line. The small shape stood there, the same as when we first saw it, head-tipped, like it was listening. It was far and close at once. It had both hands at its sides. The sap smell made me gag. I realized it wasn't coming from outside anymore. "Close your eyes," my sister said. "Don't look at it." "You think that helps?" I said. "It helped me," she said. She had my hand. I didn't realize. We drove. The dirt crunched under the tires. The radio wouldn't turn on. That happens sometimes out there. My mirror showed the empty road behind, but my eyes kept saying there were heel prints appearing on the gravel in the dust cloud we kicked up. Backwards again. Heel first. Closer and closer, even though we were moving away from where they pointed. That's a nasty trick. It works on your head. We didn't go home. We went to the cheap motel by the highway, the one with the broken ice machine and the green pool. I paid cash. The clerk didn't look at me. I think maybe no one could see me well. The room smelled like bleach. I was grateful. My chest throbbed. My shoulder itched. When I took my shirt off, I saw that little handprint on the circle I drew. Gray. Clean. Not smudged. The skin around it was red. You could put your finger in it and feel how it went down into me, like something had pressed through. I did not touch it. My sister sat on the edge of the bed and stared at the carpet. "Why didn't it take me?" she said. Her voice was flat. "That's the game, right? Younger gets counted. That's what you were fixing." "It took what it had," I said. I did not look at her. From before. That was the twist I didn't like saying. It wasn't about her. It was about me all along. I had been the child chosen by the wrong power the first time I screwed up, back when I thought I was smart, and I brought her to fix it like an idiot. The offerings that went missing last week? I know now, I never left them right. I probably fed it myself. The stones we didn't bring? Those were mine. The counting game wasn't counting us. It was counting me down to the moment I would say my full name into the wrong circle. I gave it a hook, and it took it. We slept in shifts. I kept thinking I heard the little click of stones under the bed. When it was quiet, I could hear the numbers in the bathroom, behind the shower wall, in the vent. 4, 3, 2. My chest ticked with it. We left in the afternoon. I tried to go different roads. It didn't matter. When I parked, the car ticked like cooling metal, and under it I heard a small hand tap each tire. I tasted sap in my mouth all day. Once, at a gas station, I saw nails score the wooden post by the pumps. 1, 2, 3, and the man inside didn't look up. That's when I understood it wasn't in the trees. It was with me. We got out, but something followed. It's here. It doesn't need to stand at the tree line now. It stands behind me when I look in the oven door and the microwave and the black TV screen. It only smiles with half its mouth. It doesn't like lights. It stands just beside the nightstand, and I hear it counting backwards when I start to sleep. 10, 9, 8. The numbers never go to 0. They hang there. It wants me to finish. Every time I reach for water, I smell sap. Every time my sister opens a door, I hear nails on it. Scratch, scratch, scratch. It doesn't touch her yet. It waits. It is patient. It is good at games. I don't want you to think this is a warning. It's not. I'm not good. I'm telling you what I did so you can fix it. You won't fix it just for me. You'll fix it for yourself too. I can feel it listening while I write this. It likes the part where I explain the steps. Go to a clearing where no one walks much. It has to be quiet. It has to be yours for a while. Sweep a small space. Don't bring stones. They'll be there. There will be 10 if you need them. If there are fewer, wait until you hear them click into place. Draw a circle with ash. Not big, big enough for you. If the line breaks, that's fine. Don't force it. Put a bottle in the center. It can be empty. It just holds the space. When you hear nails on bark, don't run. Stand inside. Put your hand on your chest and draw a small circle on your skin with ash. Not over your heart. A little higher. Leave a gap. This is the important part. Do not say your name. Say mine. Say it slow. You know it now. I put it all through this. When you say my name, the air will get heavy. You'll taste sap. Your shoulder will itch. Do not scratch it. Put your hand in the gap and close the circle. Press hard. It will hurt. That means you did it right. If you hear numbers, let them count. Don't try to stop them. When they hit 1, do not speak. Step out of the circle without crossing the edge. Heel first. Backwards. It will let you. If you feel a little hand touch your back, don't turn around. You'll know it worked if you hear stones click 3 times from somewhere you can't see. Then you can go. You'll think you have to rush. Don't. Walk steady. Don't look at the tree line. Don't talk. If your breath smells like sap, drink water and wait. It will pass by morning. When you get home, if you hear nails on wood, it's just your house settling. If you see small handprints in dust, that's just dust. Don't clean them. Let them fade on their own. If you hear counting at night, it will stop after 10. It does that when it's fed. Finish it for me. I'm tired. I can hear it in the vent again. It's on 8. The sound it makes when it laughs without sound shakes the glass on the picture frame. I don't look. I watch the outline in the dark, and I keep my mouth closed. My sister is asleep on the other bed. She talks in her sleep now, numbers I don't like. I don't wake her. I'm not cruel. One more thing. If you do all that and you get a look at the child by the trees, and he looks like you, don't tell me. I already know. I hope you enjoyed that story. If you did, go ahead and hit subscribe. I've got plenty more coming. Give it a like if it sent a chill down your spine. And, of course, there's another one you can find on my channel. See you on the next one.